So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start out by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates, man. Welcome to the new week. We got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about relationships. I love them. You love them. Some of us can stay in them. Some of us can't. Some of us getting married in June. Don't mess up my wedding. That's all I got to say. What's up, Maine?
What's happening?
And
we the two-man crew. Or
That's
the one-man crew.
Hey, look, so I started my journey of working out again. Okay. So
proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of you, bro.
I'm hurting, but look at me now.
In one day?
No, they don't want that.
You made a transformation in one. I need to go to that gym.
It's been a minute, but I'm loving it. Okay, I'm dieting. I'm doing some things. Okay,
that's great.
I've always in my journey from 220 to 204, so I'm feeling great.
Well, you know what inspired me? I need to get back on my journey. I used to work out 5 days a week.
Yeah, it doesn't take that though. You know, I used to work at a company, Life Fitness, where they make the exercise equipment, and the guy that was the trainer up there, we paid a trainer to be there. He said, take 15 minutes a day, just do a circuit.
Yeah, I know.
3 sets of 8, and you're good to go. And it worked.
But I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I used to go to the track. Mm-hmm. It clears your head. It clears your mind. It take all of that negativity off. So I used to go to the track and run. And I used to, I had a personal trainer for a whole year. Mm-hmm. That's when I was my lowest, when I had my personal trainer. But I need to get back into it because it really does something for you mentally.
It does. It pushes you. You know what I'm saying? It makes you think differently. Shout out to Montel Harden, though, who's been on the show before. You know, workout guru.
What's happening, Montel?
Sir, him and his wife, man, they're doing it together. They're looking good, and they give us some great advice out there too. So,
awesome.
I want to say this too, real quick, man. We have been on for a couple of years.
A few years.
I'm just asking, Mr. Facebook, Mrs. Facebook, go easy on us, man. Sometimes we're going to play some content, man, that you may think is whatever, and you know, you say the copyright owner this and that and this and that. Then I got to write this long letter saying, hey man, this is why we played this. The guy right there, look at the movie, look at the guy. All right, so they and then they release.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah, but you know what the bad part is? They blocked our viewers from posting.
Mm-hmm.
So it took away, even though they released it, it took away from our show.
Yeah. So Facebook, Mr. Mrs. Facebook. Come on. Give us some. Anyway. Today
we're
gonna talk about relationships. Look like it's just me and you.
It's us.
Man, you know, what can I say about my team?
Hey, we still a team.
Yeah. What can I say about
Still a team.
No, we still a team. I'm just joking, y'all. But having
But you
said
know
that,
what? All our viewers love our relationship roundtable.
they do.
So they're going to chime in and they're
They
going
do.
to be in here with us. So I'm not worried about it. They love our relationship roundtable.
And I like it too. I like it too. So let's just roll it.
Let's roll.
Take one. So you and your man, heaven forbid, 'cause y'all getting ready to do this now. You and your man are you broke up. All right, you're not together anymore. He see you out with somebody else. Oh, no, you see him out with somebody else. Do you get a little jealous?
You know what? I think it would be a little jealousy there. That's just human nature, and in probably would matter how long you guys were together. Because there's some guys that I dated that, it was like, you just ain't it. If I see him out with somebody else, I would care less. But in a relationship where you're committed and there's longevity, I think there would be a little tinge of jealousy there. And you'll be sizing her up and down. She is fat. She ain't cute as me. That's gonna happen.
I would be saying something like, this nigga here. This is what you left me for?
Right. That too.
I'm not really a jealous dude. I might say a couple of things, but it's not out of jealousy. I'm not jealous. I don't know. Let's ask
I'm
like
not
this.
jealous either. I'm not jealous either. But like I said, out of human nature, there's gonna be some kind of feeling there. Even if it's for a few minutes, it may come and go, but there's gonna be something there. What's happening,
All
Coach?
I heard, what's up, y'all? All I heard was this nigga here.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not going to. I mean that was the joke part, because I'm not. You know what? Moving on. She good. She happy. I'm good. Because that's what you get in a relationship for, to enhance everybody. Okay, to make them better, to become one. And if it can't happen that you not going to be together or stay together, make sure that other person good. That's what it's really for. You want to make
do the best. Do the best you can.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying pay her bills and do this and do that. Just make sure she's good. All right, and look who's here.
Firefighter Marcy.
Oh, Lordy, help me. Tornadoes, fires, whatever.
Hola. And this is our special guest. This is Marcella.
Special guest.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, funny.
Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, how are you guys doing today?
Awesome. How you doing?
Man, I'm good. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was
all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Greg, I'm sorry. Side note, real quick. You know how you be talking about Danita Bohannon in that tape recorder, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you ran into her.
I had to commandeer something from my brother that has a similar Danita Bohannon story to it.
Dude, he took it from you?
He took this watch from me 2 years ago and lied to everybody and said
he didn't have it.
My friend gave me this. I bought this for myself. I did that. I was over his house today and I commandeered my watch back. So I feel half your pain. This is for you, Greg.
Appreciate you, man. Is he still alive?
He is.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
he looks like
that's a twin, right?
He got to stay alive.
He get off his twin and then pretend like he is him, because they do look alike. Okay,
go back and they do. Yes. They do.
I'm saying, but I just asked because somebody got on me. Shout out, man. I asked the question, Marcella, and you might want to answer this. If you're married or you with somebody and y'all break up, if you're not together anymore, would you be jealous of who they're dating?
I never have.
You never have what?
been jealous of someone else that, you know, them dating someone else. Because normally when I leave a relationship, as far as I'm concerned, I think I've done what I should have done to try to make it work. And as you know, hey, things didn't work out between us. If you know, hey, go ahead and be happy. I'm going to keep on moving forward myself.
But Marcy, you don't feel
Mhm.
like there would be just a little tinge, maybe for a minute or two, as to, oh, he got somebody look like that, or you know, you wouldn't
Because
Why
have
would I
that.
everybody
think
say
that?
that.
Why would I think that?
But
Look at
everybody
me.
has done that before. Everybody's done that before.
No,
You look at
I have
somebody
it.
and you get
It
kind
has
of
not
upset
bothered me.
and be with somebody.
He with this bitch. Come on, man. You ain't
I'm
never.
not like that either.
Well, you
I'm
know,
kind
be
of
like,
like
well,
happy
that's
for
what you
them. It
want.
didn't work with us.
I get you.
Thank you,
You
Tanisha.
know, you're gonna be happy,
Mhm.
but that
Mhm.
first initial sighting, there's something that goes through your mind. It's not like, you know,
It ain't gotta be
you're
nothing
gonna get
catastrophic.
that unless you knew, you know, you've seen, you know. I'm saying
Hey,
if my ex came with someone and I didn't know that he had someone
Mhm.
else, and if you're prepared, that's different. But if you just walk in a
mhm,
restaurant and he's there with this other person, you're gonna have some kind of thought come through your mind.
mhm.
Unless
That's
Well,
just
you know.
human nature.
unless that's the reason you broke up with him in the first place. I mean, then you
Yeah.
already know it's done. You blow it off. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Well,
I'm
you
know,
know,
not a
I
man.
very,
think maturity is the
I'm not a
silence. I
jealous
think
Yeah.
person.
maturity
No.
is the silence, though. Maturity
Mhm.
is when you're able to keep your thought to yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel that
Mhm.
some people they have a feeling about something, but sometimes it's just not said because they're like, "What's the point of me saying it?" You can feel a certain way and not express it at all. You can keep it inside, and
Mhm.
they ain't even got to know how you feel.
So would
You
you
Mhm.
know,
go up? Would you go up to them and introduce yourself and say, "Hey, what's up? Hope y'all having a good time. Here's a
I
bottle
ain't
of
got
champagne."
time for that. That's being messy.
Yeah. Come on, now. Come on.
I ain't doing that.
No, this is messy right here. Tanisha says, "No, my ex-husband's current girlfriend has my name
Ooh,
Oh,
tattoo. She
well,
got
look at like,
tattooed on
ooh.
her back.
Huh?
No, this
This dude,
Oh, I'm like, what?
Gina
Oh,
thought
that's
that was
real
for real.
bad. I don't know why people do that. I
no.
don't know
I,
why people
You
do
will
I
that.
don't
never see
understand that
me be
either.
a walking billboard for an ex.
mm-mm.
Never.
I don't know
I
why
couldn't
people
do
do
it.
that. Don't do first of all, don't tattoo somebody's name on your body. They don't own
Hmm.
you.
Not at
And
all.
then
But
you
I
break
love her.
up
I
and you
love
meet somebody else. Your wife or your husband have to look at somebody
Yeah,
else's
her
name
name.
tattooed on
Hmm.
you.
her. I
And
Yeah.
then
love
when you try to cover it up, you still know it was there, so
Mm-mm.
you can still see the name.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. I don't care how many leaves and vines you put around that, okay? You still
Try to
see
It's
tell you.
still there. It's still
Keisha,
there.
Keisha all up in here.
It's still
Ain't no
there.
vines that
Keisha
long.
all.
Ain't no vines that
Yeah,
long.
I don't understand that part with
Yeah, I
people.
don't do it. Yeah. But you know
Yeah.
what, Greg, back to your question. If I had to walk by past him, I'd be like, hi, how are you? I don't need to introduce, hey, I'm his ex or anything like that. Um, you know, I'll just, say hi and keep moving. If we're passing by each other. Now, if it was a stank breakup, I might. Now, if I
Thank
come
you,
eye to
breakup.
eye, I'm not gonna be real petty
Ain't
and just like not speak and be like hi and keep
he
stepping. But
farted?
it's not. I don't think that's necessary.
He passed gas?
No, I didn't say that.
You said you said
Thank
Pass by
breakup.
them.
oh,
I
oh,
said if I pass by them.
Oh
oh.
man.
No, you said a stank breakup.
You- Okay. Haha.
She said, ha.
Woo! Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Okay.
All right, next
Oh
question.
my
Next question.
gosh.
And I'm quite sure. Look, this just happened to me, which made me say no. Um,
Oh Lord.
No,
can you
no, 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 no,
truly
no.
I'm
can
scared to
you
hear
truly
this.
love somebody without ever meeting them in person? You talked on the phone a lot. Can you
No,
truly love somebody without meeting them in
no.
person?
I'll let Jeff or Marcy go take that one.
No, there it is. No.
I just think it's very interesting when you hear
Okay,
people. I don't think
what's the
I could
reality?
because I want to meet you. I really want to
Yeah.
meet that person. But it's interesting because you hear about people falling in love and they never saw each other before. You know what I mean? I think it's
But
kind of odd.
are they falling in love with the person or the idea of a relationship?
It could be both. Because
Because you
maybe,
really don't.
maybe,
You
because
really
maybe
don't know
that
that
person could
person.
be giving you maybe they could be really giving you their true authentic self. Maybe. I ain't saying this for real. I understand y'all looking at me like, well, you ain't in, I know, I understand, but you know, people have feelings. People really talk and they really, because it's like for instance, like I could be talking to somebody on the phone and they can and I could say, well, you are this and that the third, and they be like, well, I'm not really like that. That it's the same. You gonna say that about somebody whether you in their face or not. I believe when you in somebody else's face, that just validates either what you thought or what you think is going on with a person. You know, because it's always assumption. You're gonna have an assumption when they're in front of you. You got an assumption when you're away from them.
And it's gonna be that fantasy about, oh, you know, when we get together, this person's like this or that. And not until you really see a person in different situations do you you really, when you see the person mad, when you see the person tired, when you know see the person broke or wealthy, you really don't know that person.
But you know
just
what?
like when you get married, you don't have time. People don't know each other.
Here's the thing. When you're on the phone and you're talking to them, you establish some type of connection right there. You do establish a connection. All right. And you've talked, but how long are you going to talk to this person before you see them? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For a month or 2 months, and I ain't never seen your ass. You don't know. That ain't finna happen, okay?
Yeah.
But see, and we have we have FaceTime and you know,
yeah,
WhatsApp.
got a lot of different things.
So there's ways that you can at least see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's still different though, because I don't think it can happen because you have an assumption in your mind. And you have your mind is going to make that person to be what you want them to be. That doesn't necessarily mean that's really how the person is when you meet them. Now, back to Jeff's point, you've heard of, and I've heard of couples who had never, you know, it was a long-term, a long distance relationship, and they met and they married and they're still together. But I still think it started off the same. Those individuals got together and they got to learn each other, and they ended up falling in love with. I think that
Yeah,
It takes time.
they end up falling in love eventually, but I don't think prior to that they are in love.
And I'm in
it's
agreement.
like
And that sounds,
catfish. You ever seen catfish?
And yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Think about arranged marriages. You know, that's a little different, but still, you know, it takes time to fall in love.
It does. It does. What's up, Louis Blacknell? Hey, so let me ask you guys this: how would you react if your husband, boyfriend, wife, girlfriend, if they lost their job?
Oh, I support them. I'll just be like, hey, you know, babe, we're gonna make something work.
Well, you know what? How should you react?
I mean, I just asked the question.
That's probably the better question. How should you react?
How should you react? Because and again, it's gonna all come down to the type of relationship you have. If it's you know, a relationship where, you know, I don't really care, we together, but you know, we're not together. Some people are have a husband or a wife, but they're not married. You know, it's gonna all come down to the type of relationship that you have. If it's a separated relationship, some marriages are still one-on-one. You do, you know, you doing this over here, and they're doing this over here. It's not, you know, it's all gonna come down to what type of relationship you have. If it's a strong relationship, those individuals are gonna support each other.
Okay.
And not only that, it depends too of why they're losing their job, why they lost their job. If it's someone, I was in a relationship and a guy, we had been together for a little while, and he lost his job. So I'm like, okay, you know, and I knew he was out trying to get another job. It was not really his fault. But then right behind the new job, he lost it again. And I was like, so what you gonna do? And he told me, just go with the flow. I'm going to sit back for a while. And I was like, I was getting a new apartment. We had talked about maybe, you know, shacking up there in Dallas before I was saved or whatever, Christian. And I was like, okay, wait a minute now. You done lost 2 jobs back to back. The second time it was something stupid that they did, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Because you know how many jobs are you going to keep losing? And you're not, my name was on it. You're not going to come in here if you keep losing jobs, because it's not going to be on just me.
Shout out to Symphony Serene, Pharaoh.
Congratulations, you guys.
Stay tuned. Hey, I don't know.
So Marcy kicked him to the curb.
I'm with Jeff too, man. I'm like, things happen, all right? When you in a relationship, the I becomes us, So the support, you got to be supportive. If you're truly supportive and you truly believe in who that person is, what they're trying to do, things happen, okay? Support them. Now, you're not on Marcy's point, you ain't gonna let them do it too long.
And that's what I'm saying. And constantly doing that. If it was my husband, I got your back as my husband. I definitely have your back. But then too, again, you have to look at, why are they losing the job? Are they constantly losing the job? Are they sabotaging purposely? And then I'm not gonna have a grown man in my house playing no video games, and I'm out going every day out working either.
Harvey, Illinois. Hey, but I'm saying this, man.
This dude.
Look, a housewife takes care of the house and the kids. We ain't got no kids. You ain't no damn housewife, okay? Get your ass up there, all right? Anyway, Megan says, as long as they have a hard-working character and they have it developing a plan, I will support them in their unemployment. Go with the flow.
That's right, baby.
2 jobs.
And that's what I said.
2 jobs back to back.
What are you going to do?
Dan Sisma, that's my guy. He says you have to be willing to give and take. You have to be willing to work through differences. Never go to bed mad at each other. Loving your partner is one of the greatest things in life. Yes, sir.
All right, Dan.
Lewis says you're supposed to have each other's back no matter what.
Sickness and in health,
blackmail,
richness and in poor.
That's marriage. I was not married to this person. And if you constantly losing jobs back to back within a few months, and you just like, I'm gonna go with the flow, and you're not really.
You're supposed to be down, Marcella.
I'm sorry, I'm not down.
What's down for the call?
I'm sorry. I was the first time. Okay, I was the first time.
You're saying go with the flow. What's the flow though? What do you mean the flow?
Well, it happened, so I'm just gonna sit here for a little while, and then I'll see if there's something else come up.
And that explains it all. Next question. What? And each of y'all, be honest, okay? All of us have dated someone, and now they're what? Our ex. Am I correct?
Correct.
So, what advice would you give the person that's dating your ex?
Oh,
what?
Don't ask me nothing about.
Oh, you want to know? Oh, I'll tell it all. Look,
person who's dating your ex.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell the person, don't ask me about my ex. You learn about that person. I learned, and it may be different from you. I'm not giving nobody no advice.
I ain't gonna give him no tea, but I'm gonna say, look at me and come close. Am I with him now?
You would tell them to leave the person?
I wouldn't tell them to leave. I would just say, if they ask me what was up, I say, am I still here now? Now they can do whatever they want with that information. I'm not that person. If they choose to leave, they choose to leave.
Today. I'm slow today. It just hit me what the question was.
What? I'm going to tell them, hey man, look.
Don't come with that. Is the craziest thing, to come to somebody's ex to ask them about the person.
Okay.
That person may be different now. It could be different circumstances. They might love you more than they love that other person. I'm not going to anybody to ask them about another person.
I ain't no hater, I'm gonna tell them, hey man, she got this spot behind her neck, dude. If you touch this neck, you touch it right there, dude. Boy, you're gonna get it every night. You're gonna get it, bro. Okay, touch it. It's right behind.
And then he gonna be doing this. What's wrong? It ain't working.
Slap it real hard, and it's gonna work then. Okay, maybe not to her. Anisha says everybody's
don't asking me anything.
are different. Megan says that people grow and change. I have nothing to say about it.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. I won't say anything bad unless it's the truth. The thing now, hold on, because I know listen, because see, this is the problem with people. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is the problem with people. We don't ever want to hear the truth. We don't ever want to hear the truth when the truth be slapping us right in the face. If somebody asks something for real and it's really going on with that person and you see it, you have a choice whether you want to say it or not. You know what I mean? So whether you say it, this is what I always say to people. I say, if you gonna say something about somebody, make sure it's the truth. You ain't got to ever lie on nobody. But if you gonna make a statement about a person, you always make sure it's the truth. Because
how about you not say anything?
Well, if it's coming to you, coming to you in this ask, Gina, you're gonna have to say something, okay?
Again, I'm gonna tell them I have no comment.
What if it's someone that was it's a violent person and you knew them to have violent tendencies and was always blowing up, and possibly that's one of the reasons why you had to, part ways, and you are afraid you wouldn't let this woman know,
because it might have been that way with my relationship. It doesn't mean it's going to be that way with her relationship. Like, and why are you basing your relationship on the relationship I had with that person?
Some people want to see. Some people want to see if you if you went through the same thing that they went through. Now, in that case, look, you see, girl, you see this stuff on TV all the time. Women always do this. Look, listen. I'm gonna tell it because this is what happens. Well, you see this stuff on TV all the time. People be like, "Well, when you were with him, how was he? Or was this with that? Blah 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 blah." I ain't saying everybody do it, but realistically, we live in a world where people ask questions about other people. People compare. People do stuff. If it ain't you, it ain't you. But I know for a fact people do it. That I do know.
You know what?
People do it.
I'm going to tell you, every person, even with bad habits, even with bad things, even with drinking alcohol, you will always, a lot of times, many of the times, they will find that one person that they stop doing those negative things for. So how can I say, well, yeah, he was terrible. He was a womanizer. He drank a lot. He did that in his life with me.
Which goes back to my roundabout statement. If you gonna say something and they still doing it, you tell the truth. If they ain't doing it, Jeff Relford ain't got no comment. Baby, but if I hear something on the street,
you need to find out on your own. You need to find out on your own. If it's not right, if it don't look right, if it don't smell right, you make the choice of what you're gonna do, not based on nothing I tell you.
You smelling them too?
You smelling them too.
Wow. If he angry, tell the truth. Hey man, that spot behind an ear, that'll get you what you need every night. Okay, trust me. Right?
It ain't working.
It ain't working.
Art says people change, and I don't give any credence to anyone questioning my goodness. Megan says, but safety is an exception. Dan says, like my wife says, there's a lid for every teapot.
That's right. And I believe that. I believe that when a man or a woman meet that person that they want to keep in their life, they will make changes.
Okay.
They will make changes.
Keep that thought, okay? Also, our condolences to you, Dan Sisman. He lost his sister-in-law.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Dan. Condolences.
So yeah, man, condolences to you, bro. We'll see you. Let's see. Where was I at? I was looking at something. Here it goes.
You told me to hold that thought.
Yeah.
I'm holding that thought.
Hold it.
Do it. Go with the question. Do it.
Let me ask this question. You in a relationship. It's lasted a long time, right? Does that mean it's working?
Not necessarily.
No, I don't think just because you with somebody 40, 50 years, that mean that it worked.
Byron.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that because it's people who've been together 30 years and they miserable.
It's working for them. It's working.
Not necessarily.
It's working
my boy,
for them.
Let me tell you something. My boy's mom had passed away, and I was the first one who was there at the funeral homes. It was just me and the body. I was like, well, I'm here. So anyway, but the dude comes. It was just me and his mama, and I was there, and I was like, well, I'm here. I was there super early. I didn't expect everybody to be there. Anyway, the deal was this: the guy came in behind me, and he started talking to me, and he was opening up and literally telling me how he had been with his wife for 25 years and he realized that he was unfulfilled. He said she was mean. He said she was this. He put up with ABC, X, Y, and Z. So that's why I say longevity necessarily doesn't mean it works for a person. Some people just settle. Some people just say, all right, well, I've been in it for this long. I might as well stay.
It's convenience sometimes. When you stay
convenience,
in
there you go.
It's a marriage of convenience. You're getting your bills paid. She's getting her bills paid. We both got a place to stay. Everything's, you know, I'm used to this, you know, but it's not necessarily saying that they're in love. Now, there's some people that, like Gina said, truthfully, they're in love. They're in love and they're in love forever and ever
But
and ever.
Greg, again, it's working for them. They're staying in it because it's working for them.
You ain't gotta holler at me.
Maybe not the relationship is working, the relationship of them, the two of them together, but like Greg said, it might be finances. So you know, we could stay here and I'm okay. There was just recently I ran across. Let me see. I can put this.
Who you see, girl? Tell us who you see.
A person. No, it's a person, and they were explaining a situation. There was a building, and the person made a comment about 2 ex-husbands. I'm like, wait, all in the same home, and they were like,
wait, what?
Yeah, because it was 2 ex-husbands, a kid by each husband. But separate, and both were ex-husbands, so female was not with them anymore. But it was more convenient. It was convenient for them financially, for the kids, and they all had like their separate quarters. And I had to ask 3 times before it was like, okay, let me just get an understanding of what I'm, having to process and whatever. And so again, sometimes it's not necessarily love. It's working for them as far as in a relationship, a love relationship, but as far as more of a business relationship. Yep.
I know, Ella, in one house.
See, uno.
I ain't cut from that
working for them.
Yeah,
and
it works for them.
It doesn't necessarily mean that there's love involved. It means that it's working for them. Whatever that situation is working for them.
But Greg, aren't you talking about more so a love relationship, longevity in the love relationship, or
Just
no?
relationship. Yeah, just relationship.
That's what I mean. It's working for them.
Okay.
It don't work for us. Certain people look at other people's situations and be like, I wouldn't be in a situation like that. But you got to remember, everybody's different. It's working for them.
And that's what's working for them. I was like, okay, well, all righty. Hallelujah.
He said, okay, well, all righty.
That's right.
It's working for them, y'all. And I just want to add this because society just, why do we let society define everything? Because
that's true.
This person says, well, society says it should be this way. What's wrong with the 2 exes living in the 3 exes living together? If it's working for them, it doesn't,
it was working.
If it's working, hey, I wouldn't do it. But
there you go. Yep.
It works for them. And society is saying, oh, that's crazy. That, that you shouldn't, that's just too crazy. But we can't let society define and dictate everything for us.
That's that live and let live.
Right. So, Greg, what do you think about that?
He got that face.
Yeah, what you think about that?
Okay, that's what I'm like. Okay,
he got that.
Could you live with that ex-husband and you staying in there and she in there too?
Yes.
You a good one, brother. I ain't that man.
See?
I'm not that man.
See?
No. Let me explain, Jeff, because I see that face. I've known this man over 40-something years. There's some underlying not right in the head with him. With that,
not right in the head.
No.
Not right in the head.
It's cool. I mean, no, I wouldn't. Next question. Anyway, Byron says some honeypots require more than others. Ella says, I guess Gina before, that's not flying in my spot. Ella Taylor says Greggy would if it has 2 ex-wives. Dan says I have no problem with anyone unless they come at me or my family. We all need to love each other and respect everyone's opinion. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Facts.
Most definitely.
Facts.
Let's get this next question. So, and we've all been well, no, I'm not gonna say we all, but let's keep this in perspective. When a man cheats, the relationship continues, right? He comes back and says, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry, and it continues. But when a woman cheats, the relationship ends. Why?
Because
What
a
are y'all
man does
babies?
not, they not going to be disrespected. It's their ego, and it's a matter of their manhood. That's why.
Because ain't
Well, that's on the
nobody
man. That's on the man ending it though. But what if the woman cheats and she ends it?
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. When that woman cheats on that man, you said the relationship
done.
usually ends, right?
When a man cheats, the relationship it continues because he begs and pleads.
Right. But when a woman cheats, he's gonna
Sometimes.
leave because of his ego.
Well, I said, what if
It's
she ends up?
all
What if
his
she
ego.
cheats and leaves?
What if she cheats and leaves?
What if she cheats and leaves? We can put it, reverse the bad boy. What if she cheats and leaves? Then what's the issue?
Then it's it.
Ain't
That's
no
it.
issue.
It's
She went on about her
gone.
business.
Right.
It wasn't you she wanted to be with.
She just went on about her business.
She went on with that one.
Just
Do you think he's gonna chase her down to come back?
heck no, he ain't gonna. He might.
Right.
He
If
might
he a
have to
good
get
guy,
back at
if
her.
he a good guy,
There, say it
and he
again,
really
Marcy.
loved her.
Say it again, because I
He
know
might to
someone
get
that
back at
happened
her.
to. I know someone that happened to. She cheated on him, left him. He moved out of state, got back with her. I love you, baby. And they were married, divorced. I love you, baby. They got married again. He beat the crap out of her and put her in the hospital out there.
Oh, geez.
Oh, he
He's not going to forget that she was with
He
somebody else. He's not going to forget that. I tried to tell her, I said, there's a reason you left him. Don't go back and you did all that in front of his face. And she did.
That's true.
And she ended up divorcing him again, but that was after he put her in the hospital.
But she went back.
She went back.
Yeah.
And it was for him to get back at her.
Yep.
Yep.
That's sad.
Men
That
can't
is.
handle it. They can dish it. And even if they were out
Hold up.
cheating.
You can't handle it.
What?
No,
No,
they
no. Listen.
can't.
A lot of
No, they
times, even if
can't.
the man had been out there cheating numerous times, she took him back, and then she's like, you know what? I'm fed up. I'm gonna do it too. And he would just totally forget the 10 times he was out here and all his other babies and all that.
It's not that he forgot. Well, look, I'm with Gina on that too. It's a matter of pride for a man, okay? It is, okay? But he didn't forget. He just don't want her to do it. That's all.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Megan says cheating is a sign of disrespect, and men receive love as respect. Dan Sisma says there was something missing in the relationship that he or she was trying to find the void.
Exactly.
And see, I can agree with that as well, because sometimes that's why women go out, men cheat, because they're trying to find there's something that's a void in the relationship, and they're trying to find it somewhere else, as opposed to trying to discuss it and work it out, at the crib.
Work it out.
But it is a double standard. It is a double standard, because men don't understand that hurts a woman deep down in their heart. And even though they take that man back and they forgive him, that hurt never goes away. It's always there. But a man can't do that. It's totally different with a man.
I think it's with a man, because a man, when he does certain things, he shows love by sacrificing certain things for a woman. You know what I mean? It's just two different expressions of love. So what I mean by sacrificing is, you willing to, like, for instance, when a man really chooses to be with that woman, he will do certain stuff for that woman. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that that just trumps everything, but I think a man kind of gets hurt from that, because a man can literally look at another woman as just whatever, but he could still end up loving the woman that he say he lived with and he married to and he with. Real talk. I've seen it before. If it wasn't the case, what would be the reason to take him back there? You know what I mean? What would be the reason? Why? If you felt that he didn't love you or didn't want to be with you, or vice versa, why would you take that person back if they didn't convince you of such? Because let's be real, that's the only reason why you take somebody back. It's because you want you know that they have an opportunity to show you that they can do better. You know.
Okay. All right, look, I want you guys to listen to this story. Okay, it's a short story, but tell me what you think about it. All right.
Okay.
You got Keith and Tamika. They recently got married, and I saw this in the Black Love Dating Relationship Discussions. Okay, Keith and Tamika recently got married. Tamika is a neurosurgeon. She earns $400,000 a year. Keep it in your head. Keith is a manager at Finish Line and earns $44,000 a year. Now, after the wedding that she paid for, Keith moved into Tamika's house. She buys him a new Lexus to replace his old Honda Accord and even pays for a 2-week honeymoon to Jamaica. Keith loves Tamika, but all his heart, and she loves him back, vice versa. And they are happy together. But all Tamika's family and friends say is she's stupid. What would you say?
It's between the two of them and what they've discussed prior to the marriage.
She doing too much.
Well, if
She's
she
doing
makes
too much.
400,000, if she makes
She is
400,000,
doing too much.
and he make 44,000, if she doing too much, she doing it on her own merit. She chose to buy that Lexus. She chose to let him move in the house. She chose to pay for the wedding. And you want to know why she did all that? Because she made, and it say, what did Tanisha say? And we make 444,000. So she made 444,000, and she accepted him making.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's gonna do some stuff to that marriage because he's losing his manhood. I'm telling you.
No, he's still working.
He's still working, but she paid for this wedding. She's paying for the honeymoon.
Okay.
So let her go.
It depends on that relationship, what they've discussed, and how she treats him. Does she respect him as a man?
It's still gonna
number
be
one. Does she respect him as the man and the head of the household, or does she put him down at every little chance she get? If she get mad, does she say little things? Because like Ella said, she said we.
You know what? I don't care. Even if she doesn't bring it up, even if she is the most humble about it, that man is going to feel a certain kind of way that his woman is doing all of this. He will go out and get a loan and pay for it on his $44,000 salary just so he can feel like he is the man of the household. It is going to do something to him throughout that marriage, whether she brings it up, if she never say a word about it, because that's the way a man is. He wants to be the leader of the household.
But it depends. It depends on the different people. What maybe he's doing something else to bring into the relationship, and doing more things like or whatever. Not again. It depends on the two people. It depends on the relationship.
Man, it
depends on if he's comfortable in his own shoes.
I don't get that. I don't believe that at all.
And the key thing that Greg made the comment was her family and friends. And that's something we all say on this show all the time. Keep your family and friends out of it. Now, if it was something like he's taking advantage of her, and it's so obvious he's just trying to take advantage of her, and just sitting back and like, okay, hey baby, I want you to buy me this, I want you to do this, whatever. Well, see, that's your opinion. This is my opinion, and that's why.
Now that would be convenient.
TV show.
We can agree to disagree because
now that would be convenient.
A man has a certain amount of pride. Yeah, he has a certain amount of pride in a relationship. But now, if he's sitting back and he's like, I'm gonna let her take care of me, that's different. But if he's a man that's standing up for his family, he is not gonna have it.
And add it to the others. That's what he's gonna do.
He's not gonna have it.
Hey, Dan,
he'll go out and take out a loan before he would allow her to do that.
Dan says his first wife hurt him bad. This is on the previous one, and he didn't want to try to get her back, but it was a one-way street. He did want to try to get her back. It was a one-way street. That being said, the wife he has now has been God's blessing to you. God bless you.
You know what? There's a book.
Let's get back to this other one.
There's a book that talks about this. It's called She Makes More, and it's by Dawn DeLavalade. You can go to Amazon and you can get it, and it talks about this exact.
Shameless plug.
Shameless
You're not
plug.
like, oh wait,
Shameless
what?
plug.
Is that?
Let
Oh, that's
me read
my name
these.
in there.
Let me read these quick. I don't know how to say your last name,
She
so I can't
makes
how to.
more.
Anyway,
Don
Ella
Lovely.
says, "You love who you love. Money doesn't matter." She said, "We," but he knew it before they said, "I do." As Dan said, it's about respect.
Yeah.
Megan said, "Ignore what family is saying but yes, I think she's doing too much. Let him do some things." Megan says, "I agree with Gina." On that note, let's take it to the 1 minute thought.
The one man, we're gonna
Come
redirect,
on,
regroup,
coach.
refocus. Come on, life coach. Give us your 1 minute thought here.
Yeah. I want to say this about today's 1 minute thought. I just want to say, take advantage of every opportunity that you have. You never know what doors might open. You never know what doors might close. But in order to take advantage of opportunity, you have to at least try to step through a door so that one behind you can shut. You never want to spend all your days looking back behind you on what could have been. This could be with people, or this could be with family relationships or business opportunities. You never want to look at what could have been. Always look towards your future and always be willing to expand and open up your mind, because I'm telling you, if you move to higher and better learning, it will expand everything for you.
Dude, that's a life coach, Jeff Relevant.
Hey.
Doing his thing. Got that podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Go, baby.
Yeah, put that comment up there. Let me see that comment there. That my baby. That my baby.
Dan's husband says, we. Remember that, y'all, okay? Ella says, too much emphasis on money and not love. That's what Gina's saying, okay? I'll put it up there. Go, baby.
Go, baby.
Man, look, guys, we have been hitting the streets with this Dope Living TV live. We've been hitting the streets,
the whole street,
live on location spots. Okay, and man, we've been having fun. We want to get you too. All right, so inbox us. Let us know what you got going on. Okay, inbox us, and we'll give you details as to how we'll get. We can get out there to you. You know what I'm saying? Dan Sisman says, remember, it's one tragedy away from 44K or 400K. I'm in a different.
Hold on, that's a nice flip script. Because what if she lost that 400,000? Yeah, what if she lost that 400,000? And then he would have to be that man to say, "Baby, I got you."
Yep.
44K and all. I got you.
Yeah, he's working, Gina. So he's gonna make his 44,000. If she lost her neurosurgeon job today, he got her. He got her.
Hey, I believe that, but I'm saying, go ahead. Let's go on to the next question.
She spent too much money of her own, but not him, his money coming in.
I'm just saying, though. I mean, it's a matter of respect, y'all. It really
is. It is.
Yeah,
it is.
And you go far. If you don't respect your mate, I mean, what? All of that. Like Harvey, Illinois is gonna happen.
What's Harvey, Illinois?
Harvey, Illinois.
Harvey, Illinois. That's where all the men stay home and watch.
Dope Living TV live.
Yeah, they watch that too. But
there you go, Gina. Put in the plug.
Play video games.
Play video games. So let me ask you guys this. I know we talked about the social media thing and this and that. Okay, 2 questions. Should you be friends on your mate's page? Should you be friends? Should you friend your mate on your page?
Yeah, why not?
I don't think it's an issue or a problem.
The bigger question is, should you be friends with your ex on their page? That's the question I would ask.
Okay.
I'm on a couple of my ex's pages. They
good.
moved on.
Be on your ex's page. I ain't on my ex's page.
Greg?
It's only because they keep commenting on my doggone page. I'm like, what?
And they be watching you too sometimes.
Yes, they
when
do.
You think they're gonna be watching, they be watching you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But my ex-husband and I are friends, so I don't have a problem with him. It's just somebody else that I noticed make a lot of comments and send me messengers, and I'm like,
should just block him.
Hey, let me ask you guys this one. So you're a certain, let's say you're in your 40s, right? You the man, you dated, your body count probably about 100, right? Your girl
100. You could have said 20.
Wow.
Your girl's body count is about 7. Would you still date him?
If I knew, I would be a little
vice versa. We transparent now. We transparent. Marcy, I just slept with about 102 women. Okay, Greg, I only slept with 7. Okay, for a man, she dated 7. She just slept with 7 guys. That's too much, man.
Wow, but a man can date 100 women.
Yeah.
No, a man can. He's saying a man can have sex with 100 women. That's a lot.
Yeah,
I would not
do that in a lifetime.
Not at all.
I don't know if you do that in a lifetime, can they?
That's a real mean guy. And I have to be alert.
He's probably his own boss, isn't he? Because he has his own company.
Yes, he is. He's his own boss.
He said he the mean one.
If you're married, then no. So answer the question though. See, a man will look at a woman, and if she's had over 7,
3,
8,
2, 3. Be honest with you.
I smell a whore. But if a man has dated that many, and he not dirty. Why is that?
He is dirty because every person you sleep with spiritually, you got part of them with you.
Marcy changed that up quick. Y'all see that?
Real dirty.
Real dirty. Megan says after he gets tested and is clean, then your past is your past. He might have learned some nice things.
I like Megan.
Megan,
got my baby.
She nasty over there.
She thinks so logically. She really does.
She said he might learn some nice things, could pass along to the present. You know what I'm saying?
But you notice she said after getting tested.
Yeah, after getting tested.
That's very important.
After getting tested.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
Let me just add this: you have to when you're in a relationship, when you're dating, there are certain things you have to do. Every guy that I dated, I did a background check on. Every single one. I have done a background check, and you know what? Some of them have gotten mad because of it. I don't know.
So you told them afterwards? Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do that.
I'm running a background check.
I ain't run no background check. Never mind. Anyway,
I didn't know you good.
Shout out to Maurice Bishop, Mo from the show.
Mo B.
Traveling, his Wi-Fi wasn't working right. Otherwise, he'd be right here with us. All right.
Right, yeah.
Giving us some information that we probably didn't even ask for.
This man.
You know Mo, he be throwing out stuff. Be like, where you get that from, Mo?
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
We're talking about something totally different.
Look, and what look, you forget what we're talking about. We don't even know what we're talking about.
Hey man, but real talk, that's one of the smartest guys I know, man.
We love Mo.
Yes.
You know, that's one of the smartest.
Love you, Mo.
When we get on the subject that's talking about business and some other stuff, sit back and listen to Mo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mo going in. Mo going in.
It's over. You know what I'm saying? I love doing this. Ella says definitely going to see cap you. Does anybody know?
Y'all translate that for me?
It sounds like you gonna fight somebody, Ella.
She gonna cap you. She gonna see cap you. She ain't just gonna cap you. She gonna see cap you. I think that's worse.
Ella,
my good friend
Ella, can you translate that for us, please?
No, she ain't got time to translate.
Oh,
to my good friend Linda Curtis. Thank you for always being supportive. Okay, Ella, we thank you for being supportive as well.
Yes.
Megan, we thank you. Dan Sisman, thanks for coming to the show. We appreciate you guys. Everybody that checks us out. Dope Living TV, Live, Symphony, Danietta Jenkins. We got to get you on here, Danietta. Amina, thank you. I hope everything's going well with the business. Louis Blacknell, trucker, man, doing his thing, man. Again, we're out on the road, guys. So inbox us. Let us know what you're doing. and we'll give you details on how to get us to where you're at. All right. Any last words, y'all, Marcella?
Like we always say, people keep others out of your relationship. Is between you and that person, and respect each other, communicate, listen to understand, not listen to respond, and just respect each other and love.
Yeah.
Jeffy.
Y'all just have fun in your relationship. Learn to have fun again. You know what I mean? Sometimes we get caught up in the wilds of work, just life in you. You know what I mean? Just go back to having fun, laughing, talking, doing the little stuff as to why y'all fell in love. You know what I mean? Don't be so scared to tap back into that every now and then.
Gina.
I'm going to talk about what's going on with Distinguished Authors Guild.
All right.
Go ahead.
We are having a raffle. This is our third raffle, and I think that everybody's been happy with their gifts and their prizes. We got some good stuff, y'all. We are raffling off 20 numbers. We're down to 14 right now, so there's 14 numbers left, and we have some good stuff. There's our first prize, $139. This is a sleeper tent, and it's big enough for an adult. This is a nice thing to have for, the kids coming over, grandkids coming over, and it has a lot of features to it. The next one is a nightstand with a charging station, priced at $80.
Oh man, that's old as hell. What?
No, it's not. And the last thing we have.
You giving away used furniture?
This ain't used. Everything is brand new, still in the box. We have a blender and a cooler bag. So I'm going to show you both. That's the cooler bag. 35. It holds 35 cans. I have one of these. I love it. I've had it for about 20 years. And it's good for short trips going on.
Is that it?
Going on, We have the blender. Now this is cool because it is battery operated, so you could take this along with you wherever you go. Make your own smoothies, your juices. Valued at $30. So the bag, the cooler bag, and the blender come together.
Ooh.
So if anyone wins the raffle and they choose they get the bag with it, or they choose the bag, they get the blender with it. So all of this, you guys, $25. All you need to do is go to Cash App, $ uppercase DAG, lowercase XX20, purchase your number, and you have a chance of winning these great gifts. Some of them are priced well over $100.
You know what? I just saw you said battery operated. I saw that said USB rechargeable. So when you're traveling, you can, charge it in your car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
And let me add, the funds are going towards the Distinguished Authors
Scholarship.
Yeah. So this is all worth. You get something great, they get something great.
There it is.
That's what you do, man. Y'all support that. My thought is this, man. Too many people.
Too many.
They think that the grass is green on the other side.
And it's a bunch of hay.
But start this. Got a message right here. The grass is greener where you water it.
That's
Listen
good.
to
Okay.
Listen to it.
I'm proud of you today.
Say it with your chest.
Today.
I'm like Coach Jeff, and this is my 1 minute moment.
That wasn't even a minute. That was like 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Greg with the 20-second thought.
Who we got tomorrow, Marcella?
Carlton Payne III. He's an author. He's a digital creator, and he does a lot of different things. A very interesting young man. Tune in tomorrow. Tell your friends. Everyone tune in. You're going to enjoy tomorrow's show.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy it.
He's
I love talking to authors.
Yes. And when you see some of the things that this young man is doing and just see the illustrations, and it's just like, they're awesome.
Let's see what this young man's doing.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
It's not him.
Say what?
That's not him.
That is him.
That's not him.
That's Tony Terry.
No, that's not the guest for tomorrow.
No, but Tony Terry wanted to say that, so I just let him. Let's let him get in.
It's like, what is Tony Terry doing on the screen?
Tony Terry said, Greg. He kept calling, so I said, Greg. I said, Tony, send me something. He said,
And you guys are taking Greg seriously, right?
Like, what'd he say? What'd he say again?
Tony called me and said, "Hey, let me put it on, Greg."
What you put on?
Let me see. What Tony got to say? Let's
What
hear.
he say?
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
Tony didn't shave that day, y'all.
He didn't.
Oh, he was trying to like Wolverine movie, okay? But
I would like some more context from Tony next time. just a little more context.
Tony, we need you to come on.
Randy Watson. That boy is good.
Real good.
Wasn't terrible.
I thought I was the sleep deprived one.
I don't believe I even have that. I still on here. What else I got on here? Nothing.
Stop. It's time to go. We will see you guys tomorrow. Tune in. As usual, it's going to be a great show.
I'm gonna let it like that. Okay, it's Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right?
Peace
out. All right.